Hi everybody, how you doing? Are you okay? Oh, it's very late. It's like what, 1 o'clock in the morning or 3 o'clock? Who even knows what time it is? But all I can say is I've been having a problem sleeping past couple of days. I thought to myself, why don't I just talk to my good old Mo on the Go family and say hi and also ask you whether you're having problems sleeping these days. Do you think it's a COVID situation that's making us not sleep or what? But I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I don't know, recently I've been feeling, I don't know whether it's true or not, but I've been feeling in my spirit that there's going to be a big change happening this year. Already, of course, there's change happening because of the situation right now, but I'm starting to see like people are kind of feeling a little bit edgy all over the world, especially our black family. Our black family members are probably not feeling very comfortable. I have a child who lives in the US, so of course I worry. He's no longer a child, he's a whole adult, but we still think and worry about our kids. But on the overall, when I think about the overall African family and I look and see the growing trend in the world where there's a higher level of alertness and a high level of adrenaline running in people's veins. I think there's this fight or fright situation going on. And from the friends that I talk to, some of my friends are in Australia. I have a friend in Australia, one in a couple of them in the US, UK, here in Kenya. The general feeling I get is, regardless of whether they're religious or not, is one of great uncertainty and kind of worry and concern. I don't know how you're feeling. Do you feel this way, guys? But the reason I decided to talk to you guys is because I'm feeling like I'm foreseeing something. I'm foreseeing something like migration back to people's continents. There's a nationalism going around in the different countries. Everybody wants to be with their own kind, and there's a higher level of intolerance as I see it. It seems like all the gains that we have made over centuries in terms of ensuring democracies and freedoms are slowly being eroded. And now, more than ever, um, people are having to go back to their roots and seek refuge in the places where they came from or in the communities that they came from. Um, so, if you happen to be like an African living abroad, or a foreigner living abroad or not in your own country, how do you feel at the moment? I've been living in the States, I've lived in the US, and I've lived in many countries, but that means I always see myself as a global citizen. I don't tend to see myself as like a Kenyan citizen per se. I see myself as, comfortable or anywhere, really, anywhere where I have the internet. I'm very adaptable. But more recently, I've been very concerned and worried about my family. And I know it's a bit personal, but I've been wondering to myself, am I seeing things or is this really happening? So I just watched a vlog right now. It's quite interesting. I think I'll try and post a link to it. And this gentleman who's out in the forest, on no grid, is also kind of speaking the same language that, and kind of like confirmed what I've been thinking. And he says that he's not sure if he's right either, and if he's wrong, he's willing, to look back in future with benefit of hindsight and laugh at his video. But he's also feeling that in the next couple of, I mean, they say that there's going to be another wave to this coronavirus. And what he's saying is that it's not going to be a wave of the virus. He thinks it's probably going to be a wave of insecurity, potential civil unrest. And therefore, and before the wave happens, there's going to be a window of opportunity where all the lockdowns will start opening up or easing up. And that is the opportunity people can take to get up and leave. Okay? So he recommends putting your finances together, identifying a place to live outside of big cities where they might want to control you with these vaccines, etc. And I'm thinking to myself, I actually moved out of Nairobi and came out to the city of Mombasa, where where I really live. I tend to be in Nairobi, the capital city, because that's where I have my office and that's where I work. So when I'm there, I stay with a relative, I stay with my sis. But when I'm here in the coast, I stay in my flat. But really, I've been feeling that I did the right thing. I really did the right thing. That's how I feel. Even if the coast has had its own fair share of problems with people not wanting to go into quarantine and all that, flouting rules. To some extent, I feel that being in Nairobi, in the capital city, I'm glad kind of that I'm not there. So for you guys who are living, let's say in London, or you're living in New York, or you're living in Australia, Adelaide, Sydney, in big cities, or if some of you are living in rural areas, can you share your experiences? What do you feel? Um, I had made a video a while back telling you people that I had foreseen a vision where Africa was tied up in knots. And, Africa, the continent of Africa was tied up. And I could see, the continent of America and the continents in the east, like arrows darting across. In Africa is kind of like down here, a spectator with people, like popping up and a few people trying to, speak up. But we're kind of like tied up, and it's because we're tied up with debt. Africa is so full of debt. So I was just wondering to myself, guys, what do you think? Or is it that I'm dreaming, or what do you think? Hmm? I know this one is kind of serious. I don't even have any makeup on it. I'm hoping my phone camera is going to do me justice. Hmm? But what I want to just share with you is my concern and ask you whether you're thinking the same and what do you think? Hmm? Okay, guys, love you. Have a good night and nice chatting with you as my family in the evening. And I hope that you're going to say something. Tell me what you think. Bye, good night, or good day. Bye bye.